Hello and welcome to the DrGAKMAN Diet with me, DrGAKMAN. So this one's going to be a longer video than the last video that I did last month because it's going to encompass more than just this last month of eats. I had a back stock of photos that I was going to be putting on my blogger, but now I'm changing my format. I'm going to go video only, and I'm going to do away with the blogger posts that were just individual pictures. It's kind of rough for me to do the pictures on Blogger and to write out all these descriptions and everything like that. And I just want to go with the video format. So for YouTube, and then I'll just post the YouTube onto onto my blogger when I finish them. But you don't want to hear about that. You just want to hear about the food, right? So here's a picture of this, and that was the post for the Kit Kat Duos. Which is mint and dark chocolate, the Skittles dips, and the cookies and cream Twix. So, wow. I think that goes back. I meant to close out. So I click diet, and there's only 4 posts in here, so just go over these posts. These were some things that I found at Dollar General. I do like the duos idea for Kit Kats. And I like mint, so the mint and dark chocolate was pretty good. And I think like white chocolate and coffee, milk chocolate and who knows. And I said orange and cream would be the best. And we'll get into that in a sec here because I put a comment here because I went to Bell Book and Comic and Pete Bell was there, nice guy. And he was telling me about the goodies with the Kit Kat Duos because he had the large size of those, the king size or whatever. And he was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna make orange and cream." And I was like, "See, told you, orange and cream." Okay, the Skittles dips, they were like it was like a yogurt kind of flavor, and so. It was good, but like my teeth have a hard time doing that kind of stuff. So, and then the Twix cookies and cream, they were okay. I think maybe they need to do some other Twix kind of things. I welcome new ideas. I like that. And then I put this in there in the comments, and I say, I want a Bell Book and Comic and king size Kit Kat Duos, blah blah blah. And orange and cream is coming, so can't wait for that. And then this was a big post that I made late last year when I started getting back on my blogger, and I'm talking about these. Let me see if I can flip through these. Nope, can't do that. But these were the cereals that I had gotten way. This is a long time ago. This is this is months and months ago for October. Other companies started doing their own themed cereals for Halloween, not just General Mills. And I talk about how General Mills is still the best. It seems that Kellogg's just made a bunch of different ones and just added mushrooms, or not mushrooms, I always say mushrooms, marshmallows to them. And then Captain Crunch had their own thing, which turned the blah 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 green, the milk green. And then I'd never had the Reese's Puffs, but they were just bat shaped, so they didn't change anything with that. They just made it bat shaped, and so I thought that was kind of cute. And I took them all to Game Swap. We had a hard time getting through all of them. I ate most of the cereal, and we do that sometimes here at Game Swap. We'll have like snacks on Saturday, me, Steve, and Matt, and we'll go through them and blah blah blah. But yeah, the Captain Crunch was okay. I just don't usually like Captain Crunch all that well. The Bats cereal for Reese's was good. The marshmallows and the Kellogg cereals, they were okay, but whatever. But this was another thing that I brought up here. Look at this. So why isn't there a peanut butter flavored creature from the Black Lagoon cereal? And I'm talking about the General Mills cereal because this last a couple of years ago they did it to where they had Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy, but they didn't have those this year. Not at least when I looked around, I didn't find them. But anyways, Fruit Brute, Yummy Mummy. Why don't they have a creature from the Black Lagoon version, because you know they got the Mummy, they got Dracula, they got Frankenstein, they got a ghost, they got Fruit Brute, which is basically like a werewolf, or the Wolf Man, I should say. But they should have a peanut butter one. That's my blah blah blah. You can read the rest of this stuff as you're pausing the video or whatever, because I'm not gonna. I was gonna repeat everything. I will repeat this one though. Don't eat these Moonberry Twinkies. The flavor is not bad going down, but then they squirt out your ass in Burger King Black Whopper shit colors. It's nasty. So yeah. There, I'm cussing, so this is not for kids. And then this caramel apple oatmeal cream pies. Now, this October is a great time of year because these companies, they go crazy with their new flavors of stuff. And then this was honey barbecue, and then maple cream Oreos, honey barbecue Lay's, and all of that was okay. These were the Moonberry Twinkies. Oh goodness. Now, that was kind of a bad idea. But anyways, on to the next post. Los Reyes. Look at this. My coworker, he had been getting them the fajitas taco salad, right? Which they put in a big, like, shell. But I did it with, instead of chicken, I did it with chorizo. And man, that's good stuff. And man, oh man. This one had a video. It was the commercial for the Cinnabon getting together with the KFC biscuits. And they closed the Cinnabon at the Dayton Mall. So there's already not very many reasons to go to the Dayton Mall. But that was one of my reasons to go. And they as far as I know, I need to go back there again, visit my friend Ariel at Dakota Watch Company. But Dayton Mall, it's really not worth it going there. But I'm still going to go just to do that and see, because they closed it. And I heard something about they reopened it. I should do research or whatever, but I'm just going to go and find out for myself. And that'll be in the future video talking about that. But these were delicious. These are great. And it's a good substitute for not having a local Cinnabon around here. So it's not as good as like an actual Cinnabon, but still though, it's good and it's cheap. So let me see here. That was the 4 posts that I had on here for Dr. Gakman Diet. Now let's actually go to the pictures. So you can already see some yummy stuff already. This Los Reyes, and no, not alcoholic, but this is a margarita. This one is I think the raspberry one. Oh man, it's so good. I get those every once in a while. Make brownies. I got a full rack of ribs this time at Archer's. Is one of my favorite places to eat. So you'll hear about them a lot in these videos and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, ribs. Oh my gosh. They're so amazing there. I was going crazy for Arby's there for a while, but then when the quarantine stuff happened, I just stopped going. And I think that they have the dining room back open, but I think they got a new staff. I'm not seeing the lady that I like, her car there, and or her as a person as I'm walking by. So I don't know if she's running that one anymore, or if she quit during the quarantine time, got a better job. I don't know what happened. But there for a while, I think this is a meat mountain, or it was like a turkey mountain. I can't remember what this one was, but it was pretty good. And there for a while, they were doing the mac and cheese too. I don't know if I took a picture of that, but this is Potbelly. They have really good mac and cheese themselves, but this is what I get. I get the brownie cookie, and I get the cream soda and the root beer from IBC, and I get a wreck. More recently, I've been adding bacon to that. And then also in the green, I've been doing pho at Pho District, and man, that place is good. Look at this stuff. Man, I can't even remember what this was called, but they do subs there too, because it's Vietnamese food, and the Vietnamese subs are really good, blah, blah, blah. That's a 3-part picture here, because I was all oranged out. This will make you pee orange. And I had gotten the carrot cake, dark chocolate, and then I don't think that there was anything special with this cream. It was just, it says sweet and tangy. I don't remember there being different flavor with the cream. I could be wrong about that, but I always get all the new Oreos, even if I don't like them. I think there's a picture in here of the coconut ones. This was me and Sarah sharing a brownie sundae at Archer's, and then this was me getting 2 different flavors of ribs. More recently, I've only been getting half rack of ribs. I've been trying to spend less money, trying to go there less often. But man, I can't. In fact, I'm thinking about going there now, even though I shouldn't, because I need to save money back. This was, I think, this was last year that I had found these, and this was the orange vanilla Coca-Cola. Not very good. The vanilla Cokes in the bottles and even in the cans, they're really not good, and they kind of give me like chest pains a little bit. I love them, and normally myself, I love just putting vanilla or imitation vanilla in my drinks. I just do that if that's an option. But the bottle ones, they're not as good. But whatever. And then these are wrap snacks. I don't know who Romeo Meller is, but he's barbecuing with my honey. That's a stupid joke. Anyways, these are something that I make myself. They're cheddar biscuits. Ever since I started going to Red Lobster, I started making my own cheddar biscuits going out of there. And then, man, mine are better. But they're still pretty good at Red Lobster, and that's like a big reason to go. And then this, I think, was my birthday because I think Steve took me. I can't remember. Earlier this year, it's been a tradition for me and Steve to go on my birthday to Texas Roadhouse, which is one of my favorite places to eat. And, you know, I get the steak, I get the ribs, and I get the onion up there. So I need to learn how to make that myself because I started frying stuff. I got a fryer. These are all the sauces that I add to Mongolian Grill. Man, I love eating there. I haven't eaten there since quarantine yet either, though, because I don't know if it's going to be goofy with that, but we'll figure it out. This was, I think, Thai 9. It was pretty good. And there for a while, me and Natalie from work were getting a bunch of stuff from Thai 9. It was nuts. Before the whole pandemic thing, or before I don't want to call it a pandemic because it's just it's a goofy name for what it is. It's kind of bullshit. But anyways, before we had been locked down for the quarantine, this was a Mexican burger with like guacamole and like spinach and, oh man, roasted red pepper. And man, this was good. This was from Christopher's. There's the chocolate cake. I believe this is BW3, Buffalo Wild Wings. You'll also hear a lot of videos about that too. But there's the biscuits again. There's the mac and cheese. And I think this is when I tried hot honey for the first time, maybe, at Archer's for the ribs. This was a place, Bricky Barrels. Now, I was on my way to working at Gordon Foods, and they just happened to have a food truck. And I like food trucks. I try to give things a chance. But it was kind of bland, and I'm not knocking it. I mean, they had a good idea and everything, and maybe I need to try more of their stuff, but this is the only thing that I had gotten from there, and it was kind of very plain and bland. I was expecting more flavor and it to be better, but whatever. This was had a jalapeno popper on it. I think this was also from Christopher's because this looks like Christopher's box. I can't remember what this was. It was like some kind of chili mix on top of a burger. It was delicious, though. This is Submarine House, which is probably what I'm actually going to get tonight. This was the one up in Inglewood, up by Mary's, when I went to go visit her. So I was like, hey, I got to get a cheesesteak. Now, when you eat inside of there, that's when you get the cheesesteak. When you get a delivery, though, I don't like to get the cheesesteak in delivery because it's kind of whatever. I was glad that they started serving Sunkist at Marion's Pizza. I always get a small, like, all meats. I love the little tiny sausages. And I love that they added pineapple to the menu. It still says limited time, but the last time I went in there, it still says that, but I can still get the pineapple, so that's great. This was another. It was like a rock and roll themed, but they had all kinds of bands on here. Jimmy Buffett, Guar, Culture Club. I mean, Motown Philly. I mean, this is crazy. It was a rock and roll themed man, I forgot the name of a food truck. Gosh, gee whiz. I'm dying over here. And this is what I gotten from there. It was okay. I really don't think that I chose the right things on the menu. I was just kind of getting some like bar food. The shoestring fries were a little bit too dry for me, which kind of ruined it a lot for me. But I had gotten this too, and they were okay. And I forgot what this was. It was some kind of, it was like a burrito, but it was like a wrap, and it had something crunchy in it. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. I should have. When I was doing these pictures, I'm like, I'm going to write about this tonight on my blog, and it never happened. So that's why I want to do these videos instead, while it's fresh in my memory. But here you go. The truck was pretty cool. I mean, this is nuts. Look at all this stuff. And they had a bunch of different types of food, but again, like I said, I got basic stuff, and I don't think that it was a good assessment of what was actually there. So this is, I got a Chocolate Lovers, like Father's Table from Gordon Foods. I get these every once in a while. I like the variety one better because there's like 20 different pieces instead of, this is like 10, or no, this is like 8 different ones. There's 2 of each or something. Whatever, you can count. This is, I think, the Hot Honey at Archer's. And then this was a long time ago. Wow. The Cheetos chicken sandwiches, man, they were pretty good. And they had a weird, like, spicy cheese, or like a cheese sauce on there. I don't know, man. But they need to bring those back. These were pretty good. Marshmallow Moon. But not, they're not crazy flavored or whatever. Subway cookies. There for months, I was just going crazy for Subway cookies. And there was a cute girl that worked in the Subway, so I was always going there to get those. But you know, I'm sure she had a boyfriend, and I found that out later on. So I just was like, whatever. But these were the s'mores ones, and they were okay. But a lot of times these were burnt or whatever, or overcooked, and they weren't very good. But these are my mainstay. These are my raspberry cheesecake Subway cookies. Haven't been there in a while, but whatever. There's that Cheetos thing with wedges. Man, it was so good. They need to bring that back. I just was showing somebody that I had mustard because they were, what can you put on your thing? You already saw that one. They need to do more of the ice cream flavors. This one was pretty good, and luckily the chips weren't all hard. I don't like having like hard stuff in the middle of soft stuff. I hate nuts, especially in ice cream. That just doesn't make sense to me. You'll learn that as you go with me. Let me see here. Hopefully this isn't too long already, but this is something that Steve does. He goes to, I think it's called Jack of all trades. I can't remember the name of it, but it's down in Cincinnati. I still haven't been there. I don't want to go down there until I got like, you know, a couple $100s to spend, because I've heard it's pretty awesome. Where it's like Safari Joe's, or I can't remember. I just really do research before I do these videos. But he gets these, or he orders them too online. And I'll tell you, the Fireman's Root Beer, I don't remember it too well. Again, I should have been doing these as I was taking the pictures of them. The Havana Banana, it was ginger. I like ginger, but like sometimes ginger stuff doesn't really sit very well with me, and this was not that great. Love Potion 69, get it? A rousing carbonated drink. I can't remember. I think it was supposed to be like had a spice flavor to it. I don't know. And then the Martian Poop, and it says it's Marionberry flavor. I don't know what that is. But anyway, those were the disgusting drinks he had gotten that time. Now, sometimes they end up being good, but he gets them because they're unique and something that you've never heard of before or whatever. This was also, again, man, this was really good. And it was for Thai 9. Usually this stuff is kind of expensive, but this was okay price from what I remember. But I got a lot of stuff though. So this is man, the salad and oh man. And then this was before a community day last year when we went downtown. And this was one of the last times I could get, there's a whole conspiracy, I think, about grape Sunkist. But what is this? This is Bourbon Street on Brown Street. Man, they are so good. And the guy that gets the chicken, he gets the chicken from us at Gordon Foods. And man, oh, it's so good. And there's grape Sunkist in a can. And that's just glorious. There's Archer's again, tearing it up. Then there's that taco salad again. Speaking of Subway, they get the smaller bags whenever they have these new flavors of Lay's. So there's fiery habanero. It was okay. The bacon wrap jalapeno popper was really good. Deep dish pizza. I'm not really a tomato fan or like salsa or that kind of thing, but it was okay. And then there was the fried pickles with ranch, which I got the big bag of that because I kind of figured that would be my favorite. And it was good of those newer flavors that had come out then. And then here is another one, which I had already talked about this stuff because this was around October. This is when I was still friends with someone who I'm not friends with anymore. She was a beekeeper, Milk and Honey. And I was just showing her this, and of course she didn't. She's like, "Oh man!" And then she didn't come, of course. Before October and September, which is coming up here soon in 2020 now, unbelievable. I don't drink soda, and this is one of the main drinks that I was drinking during that time last year, and hopefully this year I can find that again. And I got another watermelon cucumber drink that I get from Gordon Foods. It's a Harvest Valley brand. Man, that is good stuff. It's like lemonade mixed with, well, whatever. I don't have a picture of it, so I can't show you that now. But that's one of those things that I do, and I'll be talking about that in a future video. I try not to drink any, or not try, I don't drink any soda during the month of September. October, I go back to that, though, because that's when all the crazy candy and stuff for Halloween comes out and blah, blah, blah. Gotta have junk food. Gotta ruin my teeth, right? And then this was, I think, mint, coffee, and cheesecake mixed together. That's what I like to do. I get 3 things, usually always cheesecake in there, but there's other flavors that I get too, at Cold Stone. And the Cold Stone at that time was doing this big thing with Mario, and you know me, I'm a big Nintendo nut, so I got all the different cups. This was one of the flavors that I had wanted to try, or I did try this one. It was pretty good, Milk and Honey, and it was funny too because it was right around the time when I was trying to be hot and heavy with Milk and Honey, the girl. But anyways, that's a whole other thing. If you crawl my blogger, you'll know who... Well, you won't know who she is, but you'll know about Milk and Honey. But anyways, here is a breakfast from... it wasn't enough of it, and that's always been a problem for me and Christopher's. But still, though, this was really, really good. These, I don't know what these were, but they had really good seasoning, and they were like hash browns, and they gave you sour cream with it. So it was kind of like I don't want to say Mexican, but it kind of had a Tex-Mex taste to them. And then there was eggs, and it was a cinnamon on applesauce. It was, oh man. And you've already seen that crap. I can't remember the name of this pizza place. And everybody's like, or not everybody, but the person who took me there, Melissa, I play Pokemon Go with, and she was very nice, and she bought us pizza. So that was great. And it was good. But she was like, oh, this is way better than Marion's. I disagree. I think it was Joe's Pizza. And don't get me wrong, it was good. It was good, and especially good that it was free, and she bought it for us, so that was very nice of her. But yeah, no. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Now, I don't like tomato soup, but I do love grilled cheese, and they kind of go together, and I understand that. and the chips weren't that bad. Like I said, I don't like tomatoes. I just don't. But there's that. And then around this time, there was like kind of like a breakup between me and Milk and Honey. Not that we were together, we weren't, but we kind of stopped talking around that time because I was trying to get her to come over. She kept saying that she liked Greek food and that we were going to cook together, and she kept going off with other people and cooking with them instead. But what did I do? I just cooked it without her because I wasn't going to have it go to waste. And man, I make a mean, like, Greek fries, gyros, Greek salad, and I also started something new. Instead of making my own baklava, I use these phyllo cups and just fill them with honey. I don't like nuts, and that's one of the things that's in baklava, the dessert. But there you go. I did this, man, so good. And I just put some cream cheese in there, cinnamon, and just go nuts with that. And she makes honey, so I put her honey in there, and it was really good. And then this is peppermint bark Oreos. Had some tiny hard pieces of peppermint in it, but it wasn't. I don't like hard stuff. Let's just say that. But it was still good. Not enough mint for me though. I prefer mint Oreos just overall to those other off mint flavors. Pork chop at Archer's. Oh my gosh. I got this on a whim because I was like, I just want something different. And man, it is so good, and I need to go back there and do that again. Speaking of, there's caramel coconut. I don't like coconut. I don't like the texture of it. The taste, I like the milk. I like the smell. But I just don't like the texture of coconut. And this had little pieces of coconut in it, so I kind of didn't like it, but it was okay. If you like coconut, you'd like it. And then there was chocolate marshmallow, which, it was actually the cookies that were different on this one, but whatever. And then these are chicken sandwiches that me and Sarah make, and jalapeno poppers. And this was after I had gotten my fryer, so frying stuff, that's good. And then there's pho again at Pho District. And I think this is some boba tea, or it was a pineapple milk drink or whatever. It was really good. And there's Marion's Pizza. Boom, again. Then I started getting into these. We got these at work, these Death World comics. And they actually make sodas that are based off the comics. So root beer was pretty good. Brain sap, which one was this? Doesn't even say what it was. I can't remember it too well. But cherry vanilla cola, it was okay. I was expecting it to be better, but it was okay. The orange was pretty good. Some orange sodas are just not good. They taste too artificial, and I am addicted to Sunkist. And I like Stewart's orange and cream. This was a good third. It was a good third. What was this one? Grizzly Swill. I can't remember what that one was. And then the strawberry, it was good. I always want a good strawberry soda, but then here's the Death World comic that we had at work. And then on the side here, this is when I want to Bell Book and Comic because they sell these here. They have the other flavors, which I think one of these was grape, is what it was. And that was pretty good. And I had been hankering for something grape because I can't find the grape Sunkist. I'll tell you, there's a conspiracy going on with the grape Sunkist. You can find the Welch's and you can find the grape Sunkist in bottles, but you can't find them in the cans. And they taste so much better in the cans. Anyways, Sarah had never been to, so she got the gigantic burrito. I forgot what it was called, a killer burrito or something like that, at Tequerita Mexteca. She had never been to DK Effect, and we wanted to do this before the quarantine hit. We knew it was coming, so we went and did that, and I got a carne asada, and it wasn't as good as I remember the first time that I went to Tequerita Mexteca. I don't think that I ordered the right thing, but it was still really good. We're blessed to have such good Mexican restaurants around the Dayton Kettering area, and their quesadillas are good, and man, oh man. And then they had a Treluche cake, which It rivals. I think I still like it better at Arepa's, but this was pretty good. And then this is another flavor concoction they had brought back for a short time at Cold Stone Creamery. They had brought back the strawberry shortcake. I mixed that with cheesecake, like always, and blueberry muffin batter. Man, oh man, so good. Look at that. Blueberry muffin batter, cheesecake, strawberry shortcake, come on. But then they replaced that with strawberry lemonade, which, you know, it's good, but it's not the same thing. It's not the cakey, battery type ice cream flavor or texture. And then speaking of Welch's, grape. And then they got pineapple, which is okay. And they got the fruit punch, which those are okay. The grape is still the best. Closest thing that I can get to Sunkist in the can is getting them in the bottle, or this in the Sunkist, which is basically the same thing. Welch's grape and Sunkist grape, it all comes from the same place. But here's the thing: why don't they have the cans anymore? Why can't you find them? But whatever. And then I had gotten this on a whim. I love Little Caesars. They're so cheap and they're fast and blah, blah, blah. This is an advertisement for Los Reyes, speaking of Mexican restaurants again. And then there's two different flavors of Archer's. Oh yeah, here's all these chips. Steve had brought a couple of these. I want to try the tater salad. Biscuits and gravy brought chili cheese fries. I want to try that. Pass the darn ketchup. No thanks. I don't think I'll like that. Cheeseburger. He brought those. Those are pretty good. Buffalo wang, and barbecue rib, and what was it? Fried dill pickle. Yeah. Larry the Cable Guy. Come on. That's a good idea. This is one of Archer's signature sandwiches. This is the sticky burger with jalapeno jelly and the bacon, pepper jack, and peanut butter. It's a sticky burger. And that's the chipotle mayo that I put with my onion rings. So yeah, Archer's is one of my favorite places to eat. Birthday cake, Kit Kat, not great. It was very sweet, very sugary. I mean, even for a candy bar. But it was okay. It kind of had like a creamy texture to it, so that one, I didn't mind that. And I think this is this is the last picture. So this is Buffalo Wild Wings. I've been going there more often again since they opened back up from the quarantine. And man, Buffalo Wild Wings, dude, I gotta tell you, the two flavors that I always get are the mango habanero, which is really hot. Sometimes they're so hot I get hiccups from them. And the Caribbean jerk, which, man, those are so good. And then I also get the loaded wedges with lemon pepper added. And the drinks that I get there, I'll have to take pictures of that later on and talk about it in another video because I've already talked way too much. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the DrGAKMAN cuisine, the DrGAKMAN diet. And I hope you like the video format instead of the blogger format. I'm still going to probably try to post the videos on the blogger. I don't know how I feel about that. In a way, like I want to, but at the same time, it's going to be a monthly thing. So I guess I probably will still post it on the blogger. But I'm thinking about, am I going to put bullet points on the blogger to say what I covered? Or is that just going to be too much work? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But thanks for watching, and I hope you try some of the cuisine that I tried. Some of the junk food, the sweets and candies, and the restaurants and the stuff that I make. Man, come eat with me. DrGAKMAN Diet.